everything that the project stands for, and all the Starbright group and everyone that's been a part of this project, is to benefit this estuary and to help in a positive way, whether it's the clams, the mangroves, helping to keep the water clean, whether it's Corey going out and picking up trash and spreading the word that, picking up these few little things and doing these small little gestures every day, it spreads fast and it makes a huge impact.
This is the Connected by Water podcast, fueled by Papa's Pilar Rum, who remind us never to be a spectator. And protected by Starbright, where it's always Starbright season. Special thanks to our sponsors, Seaward Systems, Olakai, Parchview, and Lingchini for their great support of our show. This special edition travel episode was recorded on location with our legendary guest.
Gonna run a nice little flight path.
Captain Alex Hughey.
You got it, buddy.
Word on the street, or should I say word on the water, is you're the man around here.
I don't know about that, but I
No?
definitely try
All right.
my best. I can
But
tell you that.
I think, though, I have it on good authority that you know what you're doing out there.
I try.
Yeah.
I try
All right.
really hard.
All
I will
right.
definitely give you that.
I just had your buddy Rush on here not too long ago. And
You mean my other brother?
Yeah, your other
Brother from another mother?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So you guys got some fishing done?
It was really
Got
good.
some filming done?
Yeah, we got quite a few nice snook.
Yeah.
Got some redfish. He got to see a little bit about what the environment here is like and what our fishery is about. He's seen last year the northern end and a little bit about that, and he got to come down here and check it out, and it went really well, man. It was a fun time. I enjoy those guys every time they come around.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And it's nice that this is the fourth annual event, and it's just going to keep on going.
It's going to get better every year.
It's going to get better every year, right? But it's cool that you're a guy that supported it from the beginning, and you continue to support it, and that's so meaningful. But from your words, how meaningful is that?
It's very meaningful because I grew up here. I spent my entire life dedicating pretty much everything to this place and this fishing. It was what created who I am as a person.
Yeah.
I started fishing with my dad when I was little, and for as long as I can remember, it's just all I've wanted to do.
Yeah.
I've wanted to be on the water. I wanted to be fishing, and it's what's gotten me to be a fishing guide and to be able to do what I love. And I still love it. And, I want to take my family and be able to show them the things that I did. But the only way that that's going to happen is if we take care of it. And if we do things to conserve it and protect it, from the fishery to the mangroves, the clams, everything, it all relates to going back to this lagoon. And if we don't take care of it, it's not going to be here tomorrow to take, to have and enjoy.
Right.
I've seen it throughout the years, ups and downs, highs and lows. Our population is only growing; it's not diminishing.
So talk about that. You see it happening around you, right?
The more people that you put on an estuary, the more strain you put on it from every aspect, from the water quality to the fishery. Fish just don't have babies, and there's thousands of them, and they're everywhere, and they're here for the taking.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. The whole ecosystem works together. And when you start to diminish and you start to hurt one aspect of that, it has an effect on it all. And then that trickle effect eventually comes back to us. So everything that the project stands for, and all the Starbright group and everyone that's been a part of this project, is to benefit this estuary and to help in a positive way, whether it's the clams, the mangroves, helping to keep the water clean, whether it's Corey going out and picking up trash and spreading the word that, picking up these few little things and doing these small little gestures every day, it spreads fast and it makes a huge impact. Whether people realize it now, it's huge. From today all the way to generations to come, and you keep that word going, you keep doing these good things, it's only going to get better.
Yeah, we're along the western edge of the Indian River Lagoon. We're just a few miles north of Sebastian Inlet.
Yes, sir.
But you fish this entire You fit like what? What's your area here? Like you going
I'll
all the way up
fish-
to Banana River? Or?
I fish from down here in Sebastian, and
Yeah.
even sometimes a little further south,
Okay.
all the way up to the northern stretch up by Daytona Beach and into the Mosquito Lagoon.
Oh, wow.
So I go a long way.
You have a wide area.
I run a lot of fishing charters.
Okay.
And the one thing that I've learned is, we have a lot of fishing pressure. We have a lot of people. You can't go in and hit the same hole every day
Yeah.
because it's not going to withstand it.
Yep.
So part of the thing that I've kind of done with my business is I'm going to go where the fish are, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to catch them. And that's kind of the way that I see things, If
That's
I have to
great.
drive 60 miles and maybe charge a little bit more money to go do it, and my customers are willing to do it, well, that's what we're going to go do.
Yeah.
And we're going to go catch some really good fish, and we're going to learn some things about the estuary. And it's not all about catching fish. It wasn't like all about catching fish with Rush. He got to learn a lot about the estuary, learn
Yeah.
a lot about these snook, and he's like, man, this is like totally different than everything
They're
he
tough
ever
to
does.
catch up here.
They are
Especially
really
those
tough.
big ones. Yeah.
And we made it happen, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really cool to get him out of his little environment and show him mine and show him
Right.
my fishery.
So, I mean, we talk a lot about, I have a lot of captains on the show, and we talk through a lot of things about, just the meaning behind the work, but, when you make decisions scientifically, a lot of people in authoritative positions, they call themselves scientists, and they very well may be, are not listening to the captains on the water. They're not listening to guys like you who are out there every single day and can attest and see what is actually happening. And they might be going out and doing testing in areas that you're not supposed to be catching fish in anyway. Like, for example, back home in South Florida where we're at, we have a big shark issue. And, their scientists will go out and say, oh, there's no shark issue. It's like, well, yeah, you're not fishing 150, 200 foot of water where we got the kites up for sails and kings and all that. You're out there in 800, well, there's not going to be any sharks. They're all kind of inland, and they're all hitting our fish. Like, so you think that it's pretty important for organizations like that to listen to guys like you, right?
It more than anything, because it's like me as a fishing guide. I can say I'm a fishing guide, but if I don't know where to go for the, to look for these fish and where these fish should be and what they should be doing, then I'm not a very good guide, am I?
Right.
So it's the same way with the science behind it. The science, it all sounds great and it makes sense. But it only is going to sound good and make sense and come together with real-time progress,
Right, like citizen science.
Exactly.
Data-driven citizen science, yeah.
So it's like you said with the sharks, it's like red snapper thing. You may not catch any inside 3 miles, so they say that there's no, there's no red snapper, but you go to certain other places and you're covered up in them. You have to go to the environment that they're taking to at that time and put that together with your science and kind of bring all of the things together.
Yeah.
The fish, it's like going to one area and saying, oh, the snook fishery is magnificent because you see 100 of them. But then you go around the rest of the river,
right,
and there's not a single one to be found. Well, you don't really have a magnificent snook fishery, but
Right.
you have one shoreline with a lot of fish.
Yep. And I think
So-
that's a cool part about this event is that we're kind of melding with the science of Dr. Todd and the boots in the water with Corey and them and just kind of bringing it all together in one event. I think it's making a big difference.
It's a good combination of everything,
Yeah.
and we're hitting it from all angles. And you're dealing with an organization and a lot of people that are not closed-minded.
Yeah.
They're very open-minded. You tell them something and you tell them what you're seeing, and they're going to investigate. They're
Right.
going to do the hard work behind it, along with the science. And it's definitely a step in the positive direction, without a doubt.
Right. That's awesome. Alex, thanks for hanging out with me, man.
Hey, thank you very much for
I
having
really
me.
appreciate it. I know you got a tournament to go jump out to, but I appreciate you giving me a few minutes, and we'll see you next time, man.
Sounds good, buddy. Thanks
Right
so
on.
much for having me.
Appreciate it.
See you later.